If you dig back into the archives at chris.perillo.com, you will likely stumble across a few MP3s that we recorded and upload back in the day when we started the Chris Perillo Show online, which was a continuation of the radio show, the Chris Perillo Show, which only aired for a year before I moved out of Iowa. And when we started the Chris Perillo Show back in 2005, we were doing live audio streaming for, I think, 1 to 3 hours every week. Of course, it's a stark contrast to doing live video streaming, which is what we do today and all the time at live.perillo.com. So I was out and about today, and I realized, there have been times where I've wanted to record my thoughts and then later share them with everybody. And I've used phone-in services, but the problem with those phone-in services is the audio quality is bad. I mean, it's horrible. I mean, I just hate listening to those things. It's one of the reasons why I don't do a lot of audio blogging, so to speak. And then, of course, there are times where I want to interview with someone that I run into, either through serendipity or in a planned excursion. And inevitably, I knew that I would need to have some kind of software on my phone that would allow me to record audio. So I went into the iTunes App Store and didn't realize there were so many titles that would allow me to do such a thing. And they vary from not just in price, but also in functionality and usability. And for me, I was looking for something where I could control the audio quality, where I could get a good readout when the recording was happening, and a good price, of course, as well as an easy way to transfer the audio recordings from the phone directly to a machine anywhere that I happen to be around, like somewhere on my home network, likely over Wi-Fi, because they're audio files, they can be big. So after reading some reviews and scouring a bit, and it took a couple of hours, of course I didn't buy anything, because the one that I found that I ultimately decided to use is free from our friends at Griffin Technology. There is iTalk Recorder. That's iTalk, one word, recorder. That's the second word. It is free. And as a matter of fact, I have been recording about 2 minutes and 22 seconds. We're going to press to stop. That was approximately 6 megabytes at better quality, so 22. We'll press done. So now I've got it saved here on the iPhone. I'm going to open up the free app that is available. I don't know if there's a Windows app available yet, but one is coming. This is, of course, is on the Mac. And look at that. It discovered Chris's iPhone. Double-click a device to connect to it. Connecting to the iPhone. Icebox, that's the name of this computer, is attempting to connect to sync recordings. Allow. Yes. Connecting to Icebox. Look at that. Drag files to the Finder to copy them. I'm just going to drag that file over there. And now it's copying it. That easy. I love it. I love the fact that it just works, right? Okay, so let's see how it sounds, all right? So it saved it as an AIFF file. Let's open her in QuickTime. I may have to adjust the volume. If you dig back into the archives at chris.perillo.com, you will likely stumble across a few MP3s that we recorded and upload back in the day when we started the Chris Perillo Show. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry about that beep. Something in my office is beeping. A battery's dying or something. I can't find it. I'm going to leave this recorder around to see if it will help pick it up. So anyway, that is iTalk, and the desktop software is free. The iPhone app is free. What's nice about it, not only, I mean, you saw me demonstrate it live in real time. We're going to disconnect from Icebox there. I'm going to show you some things that I really appreciated about it. One of the things that really drew me to, consider this app, even though it's free, and there are plenty of apps out there which aren't free. Let's go back to the recording screen. Press record. So there's this nice big red button right here, and you press it to record. And as it's recording, and I'll do it in a second, it will give you some statistics like in real time, but I'm going to show you the most impressive part. Because remember, the microphone is down here. It's down at the bottom where you talk, blah, 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 blah. It's not up here. So even though it's right side up this way, I'll show you something as soon as I hit recording. Before I record, though, I can give it a title. Of course, I can give it a title afterwards if I want to. And then at the bottom, I've got the recording quality. Good, better, best, and I believe that's 11, 22, and 44, which is CD quality audio, which may be overkill for a lot of voice conversations. So we're going to go with best, just for grins. And let's say I'm doing an interview. So I'm going to turn it upside down. Did you see that? I'm going to do it again. So it's aware through the accelerometer that when I turn it this way, because remember, I'm going to be recording like this, like, hi, my name's Chris Perillo, and I'm here with Bob the plumber. What do you think, Bob? And see, as I'm doing that, I can read everything that's happening on the screen. So we'll press to record. It gives me levels right there. It tells me if I'm too hot with the mic, if it'll go into the red. I'm nice and green right now. Of course, I have to talk kind of close to the microphone so it picks it up, because if I talked over here, then it would sound like I was off in the distance. You know, it's a microphone. You got to talk right at it. Right there, it says I'm up to about 1 megabyte at best quality. It's got a date and time stamp. That's cool. I'm done recording. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And that's it. So now we press done. So we've got a list of our files here. We can preview them. We can look at the metadata, including the quality, the format, file size, length, etc. All right, I've deleted some recordings on here as well. Let's go back to this. Now that we've lost the connection to the iPhone, we are going to rescan for connections. Chris's iPhone is there. Connecting to the iPhone. Just seriously, all I'm doing is just double-clicking this desktop app. It looks good. It looks clean. That's the thing I like about it. Oh, do I want it to connect? Yes. So it looks like there's no way of changing or setting it so that it knows that I've already paired it with this computer. So now entitled 7, we're going to drag it over. We're going to open it with QuickTime Record. It gives me levels right there. It tells me if I'm too hot with the mic, if it'll go into the red. I'm nice and green right now. Of course, I have to talk kind of close to the microphone so it picks it up, because if I talked over here, then it would sound like I was off in the distance. Free. If you want to record audio at any level of quality, maybe do interviews when you're away, don't phone it in. Seriously, it sounds bad. I don't want to listen to that. If it's a low quality audio recording, I'm out. I mean, I can take low quality video if it's really, really, really interesting stuff, but, you know, low quality audio alone, not so much. So you could use it for anything, really. Maybe you want to do dictation. You'd be passing it along to some kind of transcriber. Maybe you want to do interviews. Maybe you just want to record your thoughts as you were out, saying, you know, I was thinking blah, 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 blah. Or, wow, I'm sitting here in front of a beautiful sunset wallpaper on my computer screen. I mean, you could use it anywhere, right? The app works. It's free. Again, iTalk Recorder from our friends at Griffin. And I say our friends because they make some really cool stuff. Thank you, Griffin, or whoever's responsible for making this. I really appreciate it. I really needed it. It is an essential app for the iPhone. Audio recording. Come on. You know you wanted it. Even if you didn't think you wanted it, you want it. Especially since you know now it's not going to cost you a thing. My email address is chris@perillo.com. Maybe you missed the days of us doing live audio streaming once a week for 3 hours. Those were the days. Back when I didn't have to worry about my hair. Of course, I still worry about my hair, but then again, I really don't worry about it because it's going to do its own thing. Anyway, you're welcome to join us in our community of geeks, where we're typically talking tech, sharing software secrets, hardware hang-ups, and other various and sundry things largely related to the world of technology, as well as our chat room, which is a part of the live video feed. It was a part of our audio stream as well, but it wasn't as dynamic because you couldn't see the chat room. But now we've brought the chat room into the live video experience, which is streaming out, as I've mentioned several times before, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at live.perillo.com. We'll see you later.